Hello, beer tubers, and welcome to another beer review with me, Peter, the Master Puppets. Today, joined by
me, just Michael.
Yes, and we're drinking some barrel-aged stout from America, from Bottle Logic.
Bottle Logic. Yes.
Bottle Logic started getting distribution in Europe on their big stouts once in a while, which is nuts. It's crazy with the beer scene right now. Side projects, all this stuff just being shipped to Europe. I mean, it speaks loads of what's going on in the American beer scene with the crisis and everything. So, but we're happy because we can try them. So
Fabulous.
Without trading and all this. So we got these through Beer Dome. So thanks a ton to Beer Dome for the beers. They still have a few, actually, I think, of different beers from them. Most notably, there are two Christmas ales, which is like, one is inspired by mulled wine, which is like an English strong ale with mulling spices that's aged in bourbon barrels. Or was it apple brandy barrels? And the other one is a Imperial golden ale, also with like some Christmas stuff, like some old school British styles with spices aged in barrels. Sounds interesting.
Yeah, it does.
So today, though, we're trying two variations of their very famous Fundamental Observation. I think Fundamental Observation was one of the first like modern vanilla stouts that really got hyped.
Yeah.
I think maybe besides Vanilla Bourbon County, this beer was one that people just raved about. So they originally did Fundamental Forces, which we've done reviews on both beers on the channel. You can search and find them, which was like a stronger, more amped up version, even more vanilla. But since then, they've done even more spin-offs. And this is two spin-offs. This is FOCOCO, which is with coconut and then vanilla. And then it's FOMO Plus, which is with vanilla and coffee. So both are massive Imperial stouts on 13%. Aged in bourbon barrels. This is with Madagascar vanilla beans, finished with coconut, and then it's got like a lot of stars, which means it's probably just both coconut flakes and coconut, all the coconut.
All the coconut.
And then, as always, they got food pairings. Like I would never pair a beer like this with food, but this is apparently good with Pleasant Ridge Reserve. Pleasant Ridge Reserve? What is that? Hawaiian pineapple pork and berry pavlova.
You sure this is not some Chinese ripoff with the internet?
No. So
this is good with beans, then finished with no.
Oh, no, this is
Where's
not the food
person?
pairing is there.
German Eprices. I don't know what that is.
Okay.
And sausage, gravy, and biscuits.
Germain et pois, I think is French. Sausage, gravy, and biscuits.
And chocolate hazelnut semifreddo. Well,
I mean, it's interesting with the food pairings on these bottles. But so this is the same deal. It's also Madagascar vanilla beans, and then it's finished with mushroom coffee, and it's Panama Geisha coffee beans, which is really, really hype beans. And I looked them up online. I think this is something like this this one, the Panama Geisha coffee was like a super exclusive rare coffee or something you used in it. And this is then, loads of coconut. I think it was both flakes and toasted. Something like that.
Let's see how they managed to get it into the beer.
Yes. So I see flakes in my glass with the coconut. So that probably means loads of coconut. Which one do we want to start with? The coconut? What's
coconut.
That what you said? Okay. So let's start off with the coconut one, which was FOCOCO. So actually not too far off the color from the Abraxas. It's more rich looking and dark, but like when you poured it in the glass, it's quite similar, I think.
Yeah, it looks quite similar.
Pretty pitch black tan head. Lots of oil in the glass from coconut. Let's check out the aroma. Oh, that smells really good.
It smells really good.
This smells like drømmekage. It smells like the top of a drømmekage. That toasted caramelized coconut. And loads of bourbon. Rich, decadent.
Yeah, I also get chocolate notes.
Yeah.
Milk chocolate. Not that dark.
Oh, this smells really good. This is reminding me of the level of coconut in like some of the beers we've had from like Anchorage and stuff like that. It's really densely coconutty. Macaroons, coconut macaroons. What are they called? You can get these coconut cookies. Kokostobbe. Yeah. Where it's like desiccated coconut and then baked with something, and then there's some chocolate on it. Yeah, it's basically just like pure. There's no like cookie or anything.
No,
it's just like coconut. It's a dessert in Denmark.
It's sugar and eggs, I think.
Yeah,
or something like that.
And chocolate often. It smells a lot like that.
Yeah,
and lots of caramel too. That rich bourbon. It smells really good. Cheers! Thanks to Beer Dome for the beers. Oh, that's really nice. Especially like we had a disappointment with big stouts before. This makes up for that.
Yeah.
Wow. Rich, decadent coconut character. The body's not super thick, but I don't think it's needed.
No,
It's more drinkable this way.
It has some umami. It has some salty notes to cut it.
Yeah.
And it fits the beer really well.
Yeah.
Because this could get cloying.
Yeah.
But it isn't.
Like a lot of stouts these days are so overtly thick. Like this, you can see it's thick too, but it's not so thick that it's almost like crude oil. Like it's just rich feeling.
It tastes really good. Really good.
You can taste it's real coconut.
It tastes like coconut chocolate.
Yeah.
Coconut chocolate. Yeah,
I'll put
exactly.
a picture in of one.
Yeah.
Coconut top.
Coconut chocolate.
It tastes exactly like that. This toasted caramelized coconut flavor. Underneath there's umami, as I say. There's some roasted malt. There's some chocolate. Lots of fudgy bourbon. Also, well, loads of vanilla too as well. And it's even got like a little bit of that vanilla umami, almost like fruity kind of vibe.
Yeah,
a little bit.
it has some fruity vibes.
And I think that could be from the Madagascar vanilla beans because the pods themselves are often...
It's really oily.
Yeah, it's really oily. I think that's also coconut oils.
Yeah. That tastes really good.
Pastry done right.
Yeah, exactly.
Really fucking nice. So let's move on to the next one. Vanilla and coffee. So same deal, just coffee. Looks...
I love my coffee stout.
Me too. Looks very rich and decadent as well. It has a better head, but I think that's because there's no coconut in it. Coconut has so much oil that it kind of destroys that retention.
Yeah.
But I think it looks great.
It looks really great.
What's your aroma on this? Ooh,
Oh, yeah.
that's really fruity. Really fruity coffee.
Fruity coffee.
That is, it's almost like smelling just coffee. There's a lot of coffee. The vanilla is there too.
Yeah.
It has a little bit of like a marshmallow vibe, kind of like the Abraxas, I think. Not as much, but a little bit. But there's so
difficult.
much freaking coffee.
Yeah, coffee and fruit is mostly, and then vanilla, of course.
It's like a little bit of a dark fruit, and then some of the
really
bourbon.
much vanilla.
Yeah, and definitely some of the bourbon.
Yeah, but again, it's not overdone.
No.
As in this one, it's subdued.
Yeah.
Subtle,
right.
or what it's called. Cheers.
Ooh. A lot of coffee. More vanilla on this. The vanilla shines more in this one. The barrel seems even less in this, I actually think.
The dryness.
Yeah, dryness of coffee really comes through. It has like that vanilla pod flavor to it. Like when you smell fresh vanilla pods, more so than this. So maybe this is the one that leans towards that mostly leans towards classic fundamental observation.
I think I prefer the coffee one.
I think I prefer the coconut.
I think it gets a bit too sweet. I'm not much about the sweetness today. Of course they're sweet.
Maybe you're getting sick of sweet beer. Who knows?
Who knows? Who knows?
Who knows? You
I don't
just
know.
want your Corona, you know. So.
Well, sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
Sweetness. I don't know. But fantastic beers.
Yeah,
Nonetheless, a whole lot better than the ones we had before.
Yeah. The level is higher.
Yeah. I'm on a 94, 95.
For me, it's the other way around. 95, 94.
Yeah.
I think it's world class, the coconut one, and I think this is really close to world class. I think this is like the coffee beer I've had from these guys that's been the best is their collab with Toppling Goliath, which was called not Kaiju Clash, Fall of Umibozu. That was just crazy good. This is a little bit less rich compared to that, but this tastes more like fundamental observation. That beer tasted like a completely different beer.
I have to agree.
This tastes exactly like fundamental observation, but with
This
coffee.
one?
Yeah, this is exactly what I remember from fundamental observation. That Madagascar vanilla flavor, really bright vanilla flavor, vanilla pod flavor, and then the bourbon, the caramel fudge from the bourbon in the barrel. But what's interesting is like they have a lot of bourbon flavor, but they don't have like that intense barrel depth.
Anyways, it was great beer.
Yeah, I think I actually will join you on the 95 on both and tie them because it is world class. It's just like
different vibes, different takes on the same base.
Yeah, it's a different take on the same base beer for sure. It's just like, what are you in the mood for? And I'm actually getting more like brownie batter fudge in this one as it's set in the glass.
Yeah.
I actually also get more barrel in this one now.
But it's a more old school take.
Mm-hmm. It's a bit more roasty, and I think
you
that's
get more
because of the coffee too.
Of the original beer.
Yeah,
than this one
because there's so much cocoa in there.
It's
really
in a high end.
It's world class.
I totally agree.
It's world class. So, if you guys had a chance to try FOCOCO and FOMO Plus from Bottle Logic, let us know what you thought of them. Thanks a ton to Beard for the beers. You can not get them on the web shop anymore because they were sold out like this. So that's how it is. But I think they still have some of the Bottle Logic because they've been getting loads of Bottle Logic. Again, like I was told by
I also saw the beach specialist had in Aalborg.
I talked to Soon at Beach Business. It's like, yeah, we can just buy all kinds of Bottle Logic. They just get huge lists of all kinds of barrel-aged Bottle Logic that's in distribution now in Europe.
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But nice. We can't say it's not nice.
But let's see what happens, a few years down the line. Is the bubble bursting? Is that why? Or is it because of all these crazy, turbulent times that we've been through? That could also be part of it. Yeah, it's nuts. But amazing beers on the list. So if you guys had a chance to try them, let us know what you thought of them. As always, comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and ring the bell for future notifications about videos. And we're going to say cheers.
Cheers.
And see you guys in another beer review.